Hi, this is Chuck Donegan along with Ken Kraetzer for CaMMVets Media, coming to you from the Hines Athletic Center, where Iona pulled off a nail-biting victory, 90-88 over Sacred Heart for their final home game of the season. Quite a win, wasn't it, Ken?
Yeah, the Iona showed poise. They were down 16 points in the first half, came back. They were down 9 points early in the second half, came back. Just the play, Feet Mundy for Iona, 24 points. He was 9-9 at one point because most of his shots were jams and didn't leave any doubt on it. That helped get Iona back in the game. Then really Adam Jai at the last minutes, Iona had a 5-point lead and he worked time off the clock. But then Sacred Heart, to their credit, made a couple of shots, tied the game. And Adam Jai, with 10 seconds left, hit a short jumper to decide the game for Iona. The team showed poise, and some players stepped up. Adam Jai, of course, 15 points. But Komi Emu-Bar had a big game, 16 points. So Iona showed poise and confidence. This is their third straight win after the 2 wins on the road. So they've got momentum going into the MAAC tournament. They're kind of one of those teams that nobody would want to play.
Yeah, they definitely are. And not to mention, very solid performance by Yafet Mundi, pulled off a double-double, 24 points, 14 rebounds. Definitely one for the ages for him, I'd say.
Yeah, he's really starting to gain confidence in his game, and they're finding ways to get the ball inside to him. And he's making the shots. Sometimes a player will get inside with the ball but miss. But he was 9 for 9 at one point in the game. Iona shot over 50% on the game because they went inside. Didn't make a whole lot of outside shots, but they got the inside game going and really paid off for them today.
Yeah, it definitely did. The Gaels were on the verge of a comeback when they tied with a minute left in the first half, 35-35, after trailing for a good part of that first half. So really worked hard to get back in the game.
Yeah, and they had to do it again. Sacred Heart, to their credit, came out strong, took a 9-point lead in the second half. But the Gaels were able to come back. Yafet Mundi had his shots, and you had Justin Menard make a couple of threes, which really helped. And Adam Jai showing poise. Growing as a freshman, you never would believe he's a freshman. But it was a good game, big crowd here. The Hines Arena was full, very noisy. His senior day, not just for the players, but all for the cheerleaders and the band and the dance teams. So a very festive atmosphere, which ended on a very positive note.
Yep, there certainly was. And yes, Sacred Heart definitely kept the game alive in the second half. They tied again with their run, making it 70-70. Then we had another 82-82 tie at the 4:11 mark. And then looked like they might have forced it into overtime at one point near the end when a three-pointer tied it 88 apiece, 37 seconds to go.
Well, Tanner Thomas, 20 points for Sacred Heart. Griffin Baruch had 17, as did Bryce Johnson. So they're a good basketball team. Their first year in the MAAC conference, and have been very competitive on the season. They're 10-10 in the MAAC, 14-17, and they're going to give somebody a tough game in the MAAC tournament.
They definitely are. Yes, we saw a total 9 ties and 13 lead changes over the course of both halves.
Now, the other big news today, which is so positive for the program, is that senior DeJure Reeves is planning to come back next year as a graduate student. He told me he's got the credits to graduate this year, and he would have offers, as Coach Tobin Anderson was talking about, but he wants to come back to Iona, stay with this group, and which really means that some of the younger players will be encouraged to stay. I mean, in this world of free agency in college basketball, if you're a mid-major, you never know who's going to stay, who's going to get an offer from a bigger school. It's a really wild, wild west.
Really is. Look forward to seeing what happens, and in the meantime, definitely looking forward to the Gaels' first bout in the MAAC Thursday night Should be a good one. Hopefully another solid performance like the one we saw today.
And we appreciate you'll be down there in Atlantic City covering for us on Thursday night as the Gaels open up. Looks like they're going to play at 6 o'clock against Manhattan. We'll just double check that. A great chance to go down there. You can do a day trip to Atlantic City, and hopefully the Gaels will have 3 games and come away with one of their MAAC championships, which they have done on so many occasions, and open the door for an NCAA bid, which around Iona there have been so many successes. It was really good to see former coach Tim Cluse here at the game, who for 10 or 12 seasons was so successful with the Gaels, took them to a number of NCAA tournaments, and always very competitive. And he had a health issue, and it's great to see that he's healthy and out and about. And I talked to him a little bit. I asked him if there was any possibility of his coaching in the future, and he kind of said maybe. So maybe there's a smart basketball team that'll call Coach Cluse about their opportunity. What a fine coach he is. He's so well respected in the business. So a lot of positives today. Great senior day for Iona. Big crowd. Du jour Reeves announcement. Jalen Barr, who's first year, made a nice comment to the crowd, grabbed the microphone, thanked the crowd for all their support during the season. Good to see. Very mature comment. Jalen had injuries, didn't really get a big role this season, but could be part of next year. We'll have to wait and see who ends up committing to come back for another year. And we hope they do. It's great to follow the players, see them grow over a multi-year span. And most importantly, that they graduate.
Yep.
Everything else, graduation will serve them for the next 40 years of their lives and after.
It definitely will. Yeah, look forward. Only a few days left. See how things go at the upcoming MAAC tournament. Be there with all the coverage. This report's brought to you by CaMMVets Media, covering cadets, midshipmen, military veterans, and Iona basketball proudly since 2008. Check us out Facebook, X, YouTube, CaMMVetsMediaLLC.com. On behalf of Ken Kraetzer, CaMMVets Media, I'm Chuck Donegan. Thanks for watching.